So we all know Godzilla, the most iconic movie monster of all time. For many years, Godzilla has been very popular. There are lots of Godzilla references, costumes, skins, Godzilla. There's even lots of Godzilla things in pop culture. Godzilla is a very popular movie character, and not only a movie character, but he's also a popular movie character. But he's also probably even one of the most dangerous giant monsters to ever live. I mean, there are tons of Godzilla references in many types of cartoons. There were Godzilla references in The Simpsons. There were Godzilla references in Teen Titans. There were Godzilla references in Family Guy. And tons of more different types of cartoons and movies. There are also Godzilla skins and mods in Minecraft. They even had a Godzilla mod and they have tons of Godzilla skin and weapons in Call of Duty Warzone. They even had a Godzilla skin in Fall Guys. They also have other hazy monsters like King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Mechagodzilla. I gotta be honest, I think the Mechagodzilla skin in Fall Guys is probably the most popular Godzilla skin. There are even Godzilla skins and games in Roblox. For example, Kaiju Universe. And some people even and some people and some people even and some people were using Godzilla skins in PUBG. And not only that, but also not only that, but Godzilla is coming soon to multiverses. I don't know if he is because also people were predicting that Godzilla will appear in multiverses. But will Godzilla actually appear in multiverses? Maybe. They even had a Godzilla mod in Battle Cats. There are also lots of Godzilla costumes. They even have Hello Kitty dressed up as Godzilla. And that was actually the most disappointing thing I've ever seen before. And there are tons of commercials that have Godzilla in it. There are even tons of Godzilla memes. There's also tons of Godzilla statues. But have you ever stopped to think why is Godzilla in so many cameos, skins, gifts, and games and etc.? Like why is Godzilla that famous and popular? Well, Godzilla is a famous movie monster. The movie has been very popular, and fans were very successful. And the movie was so successful that fans actually enjoyed the movie, and it actually really and fans really loved the movie. But people don't usually care about these movies nowadays. Many people are into like Marvel, DC, and other things. And you might think that people always use CGI in the Godzilla movies. But the answer is no. People didn't always use Godzilla in CGI. Back in the older days, people would actually make costumes for people to make Godzilla movies. So people would actually use costumes instead in suits instead of using CGI. But nowadays, but back in 2014, Godzilla got replaced with CGI. So that's why people use CGI instead of the movies, instead of using suits because it probably, I don't know why, but maybe because it probably would make it more looking more like realistic. And that must have been very disappointing for the classic Godzillas. Well, some people think that Godzilla is real, even though he might not be. You know, well, I think the reason why is because maybe it's because they actually found a large Godzilla footprint. But this can't actually be real. Well, if he was, then lots of people would probably run around and scream. Or that's what people might think, but That might actually, but that might not actually be true. If Godzilla actually was real, he probably wouldn't be destroying. If Godzilla was real, he would have lots of problems. He probably wouldn't be destroying cities and towns like he did in the films. You know why? Because by that time, if he went to the city, his heart would probably stop beating. And Godzilla's a reptile, so he needs lots of sunlight. It needs lots of warmth. And you'd probably be too lazy to swim in the ocean and go to different places. So probably either Godzilla probably was real, and maybe he might have been dead, or probably he's just hiding somewhere. Or maybe some people were just taking off and cropping up tons of plants and digging to make it look like it's Godzilla's footprint. But according to some people, there is no such thing called Godzilla. Which is probably too bad, but if he probably which is too bad. But he's still enjoyable and popular monster that has the description of a dinosaur. But hey, some people were even predicting that there might be a Godzilla vs. Kong 2 coming out. Well, it might come back. Well, it might come out. But then what would be the release date for it? That's all for today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Please. And make sure to hit the bell icon so you know when we get a new video. God bless you.